welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. I'm Rachel, I'm the owner of Tinny Plant, and today I want to share with you guys a really cool product that I found that I think just might be cooler than Leca, which is saying something. If you guys don't know what Leca is, here's a picture of it. But it's just these expanded clay balls. A lot of people are using them right now. They're really fun to use for hydroponics or just growing your plants out of soil. There's a lot of benefits to it, right? Soil contains a lot of microbes that when it is too wet can overtake the soil and cause root rot, and soil can be messy. You have to replace it every so often. So a lot of people have kind of switched to Leca because you don't have to worry about those microbes in the soil. You do have to find a special hydroponic fertilizer to make sure your plant gets everything it needs, but that's about it. And so I'm a big fan of Leca, but I think I found something that I love even more. I wanted to share it with you guys. So this product is called ARQLITE. And it's basically, if I can get close enough, you guys can see in here, it's these little plastic balls. They're non-soluble, so it's not like anything will be leaching into the water when you use it. I use it for a lot of things like home gardening and landscaping and things like that. But for me and my purposes, I'm going to be using it for my houseplants. There's a lot of different uses for it that are similar, if not the same as Leca. But I want to share with you guys why I think it's a superior product. Number one that I think is really cool is that one bag equals 7,200 candy bar wrappers. So this ARQLITE Spark Gravel is all recycled material, so it's very eco-friendly, very green. Another great thing about it is that it weighs half as much as Leca does, as those expanded clay balls do. And so it's very lightweight, easy to handle. Also, another benefit of it being lightweight is that its transportation cost and carbon footprint is really low. That's why a lot of the times people will send you a new plant in the mail with no soil in it. It'll just be the plant and its roots, and you have to put it in soil because it leaves a heavy carbon footprint. It's literally heavier for a truck to carry, and it has to use more gas, more output. And so with this product, it's more lightweight than soil is, than Leca is, and so it doesn't leave a big carbon footprint like those other products do. It can be reused many times. That is something that Leca can do, but with Leca, you have to boil and clean those clay balls between uses. With these, there is no need to boil them. There's no water absorption by the Smart Gravel, so there's no need to really do that with these. And if you do feel like it's at the end of its usable life, you can actually send your Smart Gravel back to ARQLITE and they will recycle it again for you. So there's basically zero waste with this product, and I just love that. So now that I've kind of told you about this Smart Gravel, I'm going to show you some ways that you can use it with your houseplants and some of the ways that I have been using it that I've really been loving. Let's go. There's a lot of ways you can use it, so let's go cover some of them.
So the first way I use this Smart Gravel was just as a topping on my lemon lime dracaena. I will say if you do choose to use this as a topping, just be aware that it does slow the rate of evaporation of water out of your soil, so you need to slow down on watering when you dress it. Secondly, I used the gravel to raise up some plants that were sitting really low in their pots. I don't want them sitting in the excess water that drains out of them, so ARQLITE gravel allows them to be raised up, and then it kind of creates a humid environment with the water that does drain out, which is really great too. I'm not a fan of putting rocks or anything into the pot soil down at the bottom just to clear that up, and it ended up working really well. I even used it in my macrame hanger here, and since it's so lightweight, it didn't affect it being hung up there. Next, I used the gravel to create a pebble tray. You have to excuse me, all I had was a casserole dish, but it works just fine. You can use some other sort of dish. Basically, you just put the pebbles in, pour some water in, and you put the plants on top, and this will create a humid environment for an extended period of time. You just fill it up once it runs dry, and it can really help those plants that need extra humidity. I also used the gravel as a soilless medium, so I had this prayer plant and pothos growing together for a few weeks, and I went ahead and transferred them to the smart gravel. I would recommend using more of a bottleneck container because my gravel seemed to float a bit, but I've had them in there for a few weeks now and they've been doing great.
So just a recap, we were able to use the ARQLITE Smart Gravel for a pebble tray to increase humidity for our plants, and hydroponics such as these little guys that are currently being propagated right here. Raise and increase the drainage for my double potted plants that were just sitting in water. The ARQLITE Smart Gravel fixed that problem, just as a decorative use like for this lemon lime dracaena here. And the great part is I had a 1 pound bag. I still have a ton left, so it goes a long way. I'll just keep it for my houseplants when I want to start to propagate more things and keep them in water, do hydroponics with that, or just add a little bit of decoration for them. All in all, this is a really great product if you have Leca and you want to try something new, or if you're wanting to get into hydroponics or things like that. I do recommend this. I will include a link to buy this product in the description of this video if you are interested. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, I would really love it if you would subscribe. I'm always trying to come out with new content that helps houseplant owners like yourself. Thanks again for watching.